Hello children, welcome back to your English language class. Children, in the previous class we started with pronouns and I explained you what pronouns were, and we also went through two of the pronouns, that is the personal pronouns and the possessive pronouns, right? And in today's class I'll try to cover the remaining kinds of pronouns, that is the reflexive pronouns, emphatic pronouns, demonstrative pronouns and the relative pronouns. Okay, so let's start. The next pronoun is reflexive pronouns. Now reflexive pronouns are used when the subject and object in a sentence are same. That means the action done by the subject reflects upon the subject itself. Now when the subject is a singular noun, we use reflexive pronouns like myself, yourself, itself, himself or herself. And when the subject is a plural noun, then we use reflexive pronouns like ourselves, yourselves or themselves. Now one thing you must remember is that reflexive pronouns always acts as objects. They can never be used as a subject in a sentence. Now if you see these examples, you should do your work yourself. She completed the painting all by herself. We enjoyed ourselves and I am talking to myself. Now in these sentences, you, she, we and I are the doer. They are the subject of the sentence. And yourself, herself, ourselves and myself are the reflexive pronouns which have been used for these subject pronouns. Next pronoun is emphatic pronouns. Now emphatic pronouns are same as reflexive pronouns in form, but their usage is different. Now unlike reflexive pronouns, emphatic pronouns are used to put emphasis on the subject of the sentence, and that is why they are used immediately after the subject. For example, he himself went to Delhi, and the next one, I myself locked the door. Now in both these sentences, himself is putting emphasis on the subject he, and myself is putting more emphasis on the subject I. So these are called emphatic pronouns. The fifth kind of pronoun is demonstrative pronouns. Now these pronouns are used to point to and identify a noun or nouns. In other words, when we are pointing at a noun or at a thing while talking about it, then we use these type of pronouns. Now in total there are 4 types of demonstrative pronouns. That is this, that for singular nouns, these, those for plural nouns. Okay. Now out of these 4 pronouns, this and these pronouns are used when we are pointing at something which is closer to us. Okay, and that and those pronouns are used when we are pointing at something and talking about that thing which is slightly at a distance away from us. Okay, got it? Now let's go for the example. Now suppose this is my house and I am standing close to it. So when I'll be talking about my house and I am pointing at my house, I'll say this is my house. Okay, here I am using this because I am standing closer or nearer to the house. But in next sentence, the house I am talking about is away from me. It is at a distance. So instead of this, I'll say that is my friend's house. Same is the case with mangoes. Now because the mangoes are more than one and they are closer to me, I will say these are raw mangoes. So I am not going, though the mangoes are closer to me, I am not going to use the pronoun this because the mangoes are more than one. So I'll say these are raw mangoes. And the apples which I am talking about, they are slightly away from me. So I'll say, and I'm pointing at those apples or showing those apples to somebody and saying something about that apple. So I'll say those are fresh apples. Okay, so the sixth kind of pronoun is the relative pronouns. Now, relative pronouns refers to the nouns mentioned before it. That means it relates to the nouns which has already been written or used before in the sentence. Now, who, whose, whom, which and that. These are the 5 types of relative pronouns. Out of these, some pronouns can be used for people and other living things, whereas some pronouns can be used only for non-living things. We'll start with the people first. Let us see the examples. The girl who came first is my friend. Now here the sentence is beginning with the girl. It's a noun, the subject of the sentence. So here who relates to the girl. Next, Rani, whose dog is lost, is upset. Again, Rani is the subject. Okay, and here whose is actually showing the possession. The Rani owns the dog, so Rani, whose dog is lost, is upset. Next, the man whom you were talking to is a painter. Now let's see, for other living things we use who, whose, that or which. For example, the cat that was ill has recovered fully. The horse that won the race has a new owner. Now for non-living things we use relative pronouns like whose, that or which. For example, I visited the village which is on a hill, and this is the letter that I have been waiting for. So here village and letter both are non-living things. So we have used the relative pronoun which and that for these respectively. Okay children, this brings us to the end of our topic pronouns. Now we have done 6 types of pronouns in our class, and when you will use these pronouns in sentences, the concept will become clearer. Okay, so do the exercises given in your assignment and remember to submit it within the time frame.